In this video, we are going to install Rove's R2-4K dual camera dash cam. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Greg, and in this channel I create product reviews, mods, install guides of cool car accessories and gadgets. Here's the unit, 3-inch IPS display. You have your controls down here with the menu button, your up button, emergency lock button, down button, and your OK button, which also doubles as your mode and back button, your mute button, Wi-Fi to switch your camera view, and to confirm. You have your power and data port. On the other side, you have your power button and your micro SD card slot, which supports up to 512 gigabytes. Rove Pro 128 gigabytes SD memory card, a bigger memory card that no one else offers included. A premium card that reads 100 megabytes per second and writes 90 megabytes per second. On the bottom, you have your reset button and your microphone. On top is where you plug in your rear camera. Includes your rear camera cable at 6.5 meters. Includes your power cable at 12 feet long with a dual port adapter. Includes a 1 meter data cable in which you can plug into the power side as well. This groove here is where you'll slide in your suction mount. You have your front camera, which is a 6-layered ultra-wide glass lens, which records at 4K 30 frames per second with a 150-degree viewing angle. Rove R2-4K Dual is equipped with Sony Starvis 2 image sensor. Here is Rove's rear camera, which records at 1080p 30 frames per second and a field of view of 140 degrees. On the side is where you'll plug in your rear camera cable. This unit has a built-in super capacitor. Includes a sticky mount, electrostatic films, some cable clips and extra adhesives, your pry tool, a couple of cleaning wipes, and your user manual. If you're interested in this product, I'm going to leave the product link in the description below. Now we're going to go ahead and install the rear camera. You want to find the center of your windshield, go ahead and clean it up. Then we're going to go ahead and place your electrostatic film. Now once you put the film in place, you want to remove your protective sticker. Align it, make sure you're centered. And go ahead and push firmly. Next, we're going to go ahead and connect your rear camera cable. See how it's labeled here? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this weather strip. Go ahead and feed the line through. Make sure I give it some slack. And then go ahead and plug it in. Then I'm going to go ahead and hide it underneath this weather strip all the way to the front. Next, you want to tuck in the wires underneath this headliner here all the way to the front using your pry tool. Right, then you bring it up all the way up front, nice and tucked in all the way here, under here. And this is where I'm going to mount the camera, so the wire extends up to here. Next, you want to get one of your cleaning wipes, go ahead and clean the surface, then apply your electrostatic film. Okay, the surface is cleaned. Now we get your electrostatic film, go ahead and peel it off. Then you just mount it into place. Then you want to get any card and go ahead and clear out the bubbles. For this install, I'm going to go ahead and use the suction mount. Go ahead and slide it in. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the protective cover. Make sure we have it unlock. As you can see, this is locked, and going this way is unlock. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock, mount it to how you want it, make sure it's nice and straight, and then go ahead and lock it into place. Then we go ahead and get your rear camera, tuck it in the headliner, and go ahead and plug that in. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install your cigarette plug adapter. We're gonna do the same thing, plug it into here, go up and tuck it in under the headliner into your cigarette plug adapter. All right, now that I got it all plugged in, we're gonna go ahead and take off the protective covering. Now we go ahead and turn on the vehicle.
Please format the memory card before first time use.
Okay, now it's asking you to format the SD card. I have the Rove's 128 gig in there. We're gonna go ahead and hit yes.
Format successful.
And then next. Next, we're gonna go ahead and set the time and date. You can do it manually or have it set up automatically. All right, I am gonna set that up. All right, then we hit OK. Next. And OK.
Video mode. Recording started.
Right now we're gonna want to take off the front cover. And this is your main screen. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi. Make sure that the Wi-Fi is on the Rove camera. Then we go to your phone's Wi-Fi. Look for Rove R2-4K dual. Go ahead and click on that. And your default password is 12345678. Go ahead and hit connect.
Wi-Fi is connected.
There we go. Now that we're connected, we're gonna go ahead and open up the app. All right, then you're gonna wanna go ahead and sign in. If you don't have an account, go ahead and sign up. You're gonna go ahead and want to add a new device. Okay, make sure your Wi-Fi is on again. Right, now you want to choose your dash cam and click proceed.
Recording started.
And now you're connected. Right now we're on video mode. To the right of that, you can capture a photo. It'll immediately show up on the bottom there. It captured the front and the rear. You can also select which camera view you want to see. Let's select the rear. And as you can see, it switches to the rear. On the bottom there, you have live video. Next is dashcam video.
Recording stopped. Playback mode.
This is where you can access all your videos. You can see it's separated front and rear. Front videos. You can click on each one and download or delete. Next, we have your local album.
Video mode. Recording started.
This is where you can switch dash cams if you have different ones in different vehicles. And next, we can adjust your settings.
Video settings.
First, we have your video settings. On the video setting tab, you have your video resolution. You can see we can record the front camera at 4K, 30 frames per second, and the rear camera at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Next, we have loop recording. You can turn that off. It is set to 1 minute by default. You have option of 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. This feature allows the camera to continuously record loop by loop so that it can delete the oldest files automatically when the memory card becomes full. Video recording G sensor is a 3-axis impact gravitational accelerometer which is designed to detect physical and gravitational forces on the camera. You can adjust your HDR, your high dynamic range. By default, it is on. You can adjust your exposure, time-lapse video, that is off by default. The higher the frame, the smoother the video. You have video compression, H.264 or H.265. Video bitrate represents how much data used to record each second of the video. The higher the bitrate means the better the quality of the video. 24-hour auto parking mode. I don't have the hardwire kits connected, but you have 3 different parking modes to choose from. if you have the hardwire kit. You have the time-lapse, motion detection, and collision detection only. Parking mode G-sensor. Again, I don't have the hardwire kit installed. Record audio. You can turn on or off your audio recording. Video stamps. You can select various stamps at the bottom of your video. Speed unit. You can adjust to kilometers per hour or miles per hour, depending on which country you're in. Hide status icons. You can just turn them off. Hide them in 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. Live speed and compass. You can see a live display of your speed and a compass. Rotate video. This will rotate your camera 180 degrees if you mount it upside down. Next, we're going to go ahead and go to System Settings on the tab on top. Here you can change your Wi-Fi settings. Blazing fast 5G Wi-Fi download speed at 20 megabytes per second. The Wi-Fi has a range of 10 meters. You can format your memory card, adjust your date and time, choose your date format, choose your time format, adjust your time zone setting, screensaver, live video always on, screensaver on after 1 minute, or the LCD off after 1 minute. You can adjust your screen brightness, high, medium, or low. Beep sound, it's on by default. You can adjust your speaker volume, turn that off, low, medium, or high. You have your Wi-Fi voice guidance. It's on by default. You can also turn that off. You have your boot up tone. You can turn that off. It's on by default. You can enter your license plate. You can adjust your frequency. We have your GPS format, degrees, minute, seconds, or in decibel degrees. LED stats indicator. It's on by default. You can also turn the LEDs off. We have your storage space. Go back to default settings, customer care. We have your legal notices and your system information. If you have not done so already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll bring you more content just like this. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.